Just sit right back and you hear a tale, the tale of a fateful panel that started from this Scopic port aboard this tiny channel. The hate was a mighty swell and then the shitter cade for shore. This asshole set sail that day to be a 3-hour bore, a 3-hour bore. The weather started getting shit, the tiny bitch was tossed. If not for the courage of the fearless dude, the channel would be lost. The channel would be lost. The shit set ground on the floor of this underwater hell, with Dana and Brian too. JD, fuck my life. An Xbox guy, and the best here in Davy Jones' locker. Alright, welcome any who may be watching to my very first video game review. My name is Dana, and I've been surfing the seas of YouTube for some time now, under different banners. A few days ago, I set sail under a new flag, and shortly after leaving port, encountered a torrential shitstorm that ended in my channel being sent to the depths of YouTube. I involuntarily entered Davy Jones' locker, and came face to face with the fucker himself. Long story short, I'm trapped down here and forced to create what Davey refers to as mediocre media. He thinks that no one will watch my ass, and I'm being a jester, dancing to his tune, for no reason other than to torture me for fucking eternity. To be fair, I don't think he's wrong. Well, at least he set me up with an enclosed gaming den, free from the perils of the deep outside. In fact, I have everything I need to play, record, stream, edit, and upload everything that I play. But no, that's not enough. This fucking dickhead actually insists that I improve my content and personalize it more. Make a production out of it. So, I'm doing this review just to shut him the fuck up. And what better way to start it off than by reviewing a game that is a perfect analogy for my channel. Bubsy. No, not the classic 16-bit platformers that tried way too hard to be hip and relevant. No, not the legendary PlayStation 1 transition to 3D debacle. We're talking about the most recent addition to the try-hard Tomcat himself, Bubsy the Woolies Strike Back, released in 2017 on PC and PS4, was the 21-year late answer to the question that nobody asked. Get this, we got a sequel to a game series that since its inception was desperate to grab gamers' attention and stand out among the very games that it ripped inspiration from. A game that constantly references popular franchises and drops puns like a toned-down, furry version of Duke Nukem. Now, don't get me wrong. I myself actually have some limited nostalgia with the original side-scrollers on the Super Nintendo, and the games themselves are kind of fun and do have some merit of their own. I actually remember renting them with my brother back in the 90s from a video rental store called Video Update. I don't know, most people probably haven't heard of it. Anyhow, fun fact, I actually have some really fond memories of that store, even more so than Blockbuster, and I wondered what happened to them. So a few years ago I looked them up and found out that they were acquired by a company that owned Movie Gallery and Hollywood Video, which of course no longer exists any longer either. They're just Blockbuster. Yet, interestingly, a company named Family Video is still kicking in 2020. Actually, I've checked them out, they're pretty dope, they're pretty nice. Anyhow, back to Bubsy. Bubsy is a game series that has potential to be great, yet somehow falls short of true success in every iteration that it pumps out. With this game, the latest in the franchise, you can tell that the developers really try to call back to the earlier 2D games, and it shows. Unfortunately, just like their own creation, they try way too hard to hammer it home, and it comes off as slightly disingenuous and a bit awkward. If you play this game, it will assume that you absolutely love Bubsy and immediately play upon your member berries like a fucking harpsichord, which, to be fair, worked on me in a few moments here and there. But that isn't what truly does Bubsy in my opinion. It is the lackluster gameplay and lack of it. There isn't much to Bubsy the Woolies Strike Back, and it is extremely easy. Unless you're attempting to get a 100% completion, which is where the game gets any semblance of minor difficulty. Usually it amounts to collecting all of the yarn in a given level, finding all of the keys to unlock the vault, which holds a significant portion of said yarn, finding and collecting all of the shirts in every level, and beating every stage without dying once. Now, you really don't have to do any of this, and you can just run and jump to the right until you get to the end of each stage, barring the 3 boss fight stages. Yes, there are a whopping total of 3 whole bosses in the entire fucking game. 1 for each region. And yes, that means that there are only 3 regions in total, with 3 actual levels for the first 2 regions, and 4 for the last region. Not counting the tutorial or the boss battles, that is 10 levels that you get to play, and they're really not that long or challenging. Now, again, to be fair, there is some charm to the game, and it can be slightly addicting to collect all those rainbow balls of yarn while Goomba stomping enemies left and right. Plus, I do like the gliding system and the way Bubsy performs with ease. It's pretty fluid and can be enjoyable when you get into a flow, but that's the problem. It's too easy to platform, and somewhat drains the game of any real challenge, which, of course, hurts its replay value. Not to mention that they give you 9 lives at the outset of every level, which I have to admit is kind of cute. I mean, yeah, he's a cat, so he has 9 lives, ha ha ha, but still, 9 lives? That's easy as shit. And you can pick up a whole bunch more each level. I mean, there's 9, 10, maybe even 11 shirts in the level. You get a black shirt, which gives you a shield, and then each shirt you get while you have the black shirt equipped, you get an extra life. So you can rack up, double-digit lives on one level. That's ridiculous. So, in conclusion, I would say that despite everything, I do actually still kind of like Bubsy, and I just simply wish that he got a better treatment after being in the Vaporwell realm for over 2 decades. I mean, you brought him back after all these years just to have him delve headfirst back into mediocrity. That's what's so sad. Bubsy will seemingly be forever stuck in a limbo of mediocrity, never quite shit, yet never quite great either. Wow. I think Bubsy and I are kind of kindred spirits. Shit.